In today's video, I'll share with you how I'm passing 200k challenge using a robot for the M1 time frame that I have created with the FSB Pro using a few entry indicators, spread filter, and the option to add to the position a very steady equity chart so far. And at the same time, I will combine it with some manual trading setups that I have shared in my FTMO course. Some of those I have shared as well on my YouTube channel. So I will try to record all trades and I hope the video will be useful to you. And I'll be using the challenge that I purchased this morning. There is no end date because, as you know, the challenges start once you open your first trade, and this is when I'll continue with the video. And I just had my first trade closed in the account history. I'll show it to you in a second, and then I have the open trade with the pound New Zealand. So the closed trade with euro dollar is from the expert advisor. If I show you the comments, you will see that it is indeed from the expert advisor that I have on this chart, and it met the stop loss on a profit. Simply what happened here, the trade was opened on the 14th of July. I'll zoom out and I'll go back to the 14th of July. Right in here, it was Friday last week, and you can see where the trade is open. Right at that moment, the price was at a lower band. We had a confirmation with the MACD and we had a long trade, and then the price went a little bit on a profit. I held the trade during the weekend. Yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday, and I had a very strong euro in the morning, but then the dollar became stronger and I saw euro dollar starting to reverse downwards. So I have moved the stop loss right at this level, 112.42, or in other words, I have trailed it higher to make sure I secure 0.5% from that trade, and that's exactly what happened. Right, so the trade was open with the EA, and today, because the Forex Supreme meter showed that euro is going down, dollar became stronger, and I decided to move the stop loss and not to lose the profit I had from the trade. Then with the pound New Zealand, I have the current setup. You can see that the trade is open 75 minutes after London opened, and I have the Fibonacci. I have a positive uptrend with pound New Zealand. You can see that the price is above the moving average, and then on M1 I had the Fibonacci. The price failed to take this zone a few times and it dropped down below the moving average. At that point, I have placed two pending orders. One was a buy limit, and if I show you the account history, you will see it right in here, buy limit at the price of 207.16, or that is the 23.6, and my stop loss was below and my take profit was at the 100 level. Once the price dropped below the moving average, I have placed a buy stop order above the moving average. So once the price goes above the moving average again, I bought. My stop loss is below this low, you can see on a safe place, and my take profit is at the 161, or I keep the risk reward ratio 1:2, and currently I'm on a profit. So that's pretty much what I do the most nowadays with the FIP. I use the second setup where I'm waiting for the retracement, and I usually wait for the 23.6 level, and as well I use the third setup with the 20 moving average. If I recognize a good move and I see the price going below the moving average, once it gets back in the same direction, I would enter with a stop loss below this recent low, and I'll target twice the distance of the stop loss. In this case, I'm targeting 40 pips or nearly $4,000, which is 2%, because with the euro dollar trade, one more time, I didn't reach the take profit. That is why I opened the trade with 15 lots. So if the price reaches the take profit, I would have over 2% in total in my account, and then with the next trade I would scale it up. Alright, so I'm pretty much taking the best of the FTMO Robot on Euro-Dollar M1 chart and my manual setups, and I'm looking at the Forex Profit Supreme meter, and I'm not in a rush passing the challenge because the newest we have from the FTMO is that they have removed the trading period. It is already unlimited, which means that I don't have the pressure to pass the challenge within 20 trading days or 30 calendar days. And I'm actually recording these examples while I'm on my summer vacation, and I will take the time to pass the challenge slowly and easily. And I continue a little bit later today. If I show you the account history, you'll see that the pound New Zealand actually reached the take profit, and I've locked nearly 4,000, and right now I have a trade opened with the Euro-Dollar because I scaled it up. You can see that my size is 18 and I'm on a nice profit. Let me just show it to you. Right in here is my entry price, and just look at the entry price. It is on a beautiful place. If you look at the whole day since the London opened, just with this spike, the EA caught the move at the upper band of the envelopes, and my stop loss is above, my take profit is below. Now the London session is over, New York started, so Euro-Dollar is just flat. I'll keep an eye on the Forex Profit Supreme meter. At the moment Euro is weaker and dollar is stronger, so it is with my trade, and hopefully it won't change, but I think there won't be a huge move until tomorrow. But what I think doesn't really matter. I will just leave it to the EA in this case. And to make it clear one more time, because for some of you percentage could be a little bit confusing. So I said I'm risking 1% and I'm targeting 2% with the first trade. All that is actually risk of about $2,000 in 200k account, and I'm targeting $4,000, or that is 2%, right? I will just put it in red in here so you can see exactly what I mean. Actually, that is red. I will click on OK, and once I reach that, I scale it up with $6,000 or risking 3%, and then I am targeting $12,000, or that is a target of 6% in the account, and I'll click on OK, so you'll see exactly what I mean. So right now I'm at this step 2. Okay, and if I put the mouse at the stop loss, you will see that it's 5,500, so it is below $6,000, and then the take profit is at 10,674. Probably I could have opened the trade with 20 lots, but I just stayed a little bit below the 6,000 risk. And then step 3 obviously would be 18,000 to 36,000, or in other words, I would invest the money I have gained, 12,000, and plus the 6, it is 18,000. And if I keep the risk reward ratio 1 to 2, then I'll target $36,000. But what's important here is you should be careful that if you reach to step 3, you have maximum daily drawdown of 5% with FTMO, right? So you guys make sure not to exceed 10,000, which is 5% in the account. So what I usually do in step 3, I would go for not 18 and 36,000, but I would go with 9 and 18,000, right? So even if it happens that on step 3 the price will go against me, I cannot risk 18,000 because obviously after I have a bigger loss than 10,000, I would exceed the 5% max daily loss and I would lose the account. So with step 3, I would usually go with 9 to 18 instead of 18 to 36. And of course, I wouldn't wait the take profit to get hit on step 3, because somewhere in the middle or even before that, I would pass the challenge. Okay, hope that's clear. I just wanted to show you the amounts in dollars, not in percentage, and I hope that this will be easier for some of you. However, let's see what will happen with this trade. If the take profit is reached, then I'll increase the lots accordingly, and with the next trade I'll be risking 9 and I'll be targeting 18, but one more time, I'll pass the challenge earlier before the price reaches to 18. But of course, things could go against me. The price could reverse up towards the stop loss and I will restart. But at the same time, I'll keep an eye at the Forex Profit Supreme meter. So if I see later today or tomorrow that euro is stronger than the dollar, just like this morning, I would move the stop loss, let's say the break even or just above this high where the entry was executed. Such a beautiful entry. Really, I'm so proud of this EA. And let's see what will happen. I'll keep you guys updated and I'll record definitely the outcome for you. Cheers. So what I have this morning is very strong euro, very weak pound, and let me just show you what happened with the trade yesterday. You can see that the euro dollar trade hit the take profit. Actually, it happened early this morning before the London session opened. Now what I have currently, after the initial move of euro pound, you can see this thing over here. I have placed initially the 2 pending orders buy limits at a 23.6. Stop loss is below. Let me just do it on a full screen so we can see exactly. All right, so I will just move it this way and you can see exactly what happened. Here it is. London opened and then I had a first initial move. Then I have placed the 23.6, which is my pending order buy limit, stop loss below and take profit right here above the 100 level, but the price didn't retrace so far. It went just a little bit below the moving average and then it continued with a break of the 100. So what I did is I simply used the last setup, right? Setup number 4, where there is no retracement, price continues higher, and I have entered 2 times. So we can see that I have 2 orders in here. One is with 15 lots, the other one is with 40 lots. And my stop loss is just at the 50 level. If I zoom it a little bit so we can see better, and I will delete the pending orders so it won't be confusing. I just wanted to show it to you. And the price didn't really retrace even to the 61.8. It just continued higher. And obviously, if I show you one more time the Forex Profit Supreme meter, euro is above 7 and pound is the weakest. So euro pound is the most logical choice this morning. However, now I have a small retracement. You can see where that is, right at the moving average. So let's see how this will go. But what I wanted to point out again is that you should be very careful that all your stop losses, if I put the mouse on it, you will see that one of the stop losses would bring me 2,500, the other one is 6,000 something. So not more than 9,000 I would be risking in total. Of course, if I risk more than 10,000, I would lose the account. Even I would be on a profit because my balance is already at $15,000 of a profit. Okay, so whatever positions you open, it should not exceed 5% or $10,000 in a 200k account. Okay, let's see if this pullback will reach my stop loss and I'll pretty much stop trading for today, or price will continue higher, my take profit is way higher, just I keep the risk reward ratio 1 to 2, but if the price continues in my favor, I think somewhere the 160-180 I'll be passing the challenge, so I'll close the trades manually. Let's see what will happen. I have the Forex Profit Supreme meter on my side, and it's quite interesting for me as well to see the outcome of these trades. And I continue a little bit later, the same day. You can see that the two trades I have closed manually. So the first one did about 1,800 and the second one nearly 4,000, which was enough. And if I show you my balance, it is $220,980, which means that I've made over 10% in 3 consecutive days. If I increase the account history, you will see all of the trades that I had, and if I arrange them according to the time, you'll see those 2 trades that I had from today. Then I have the euro dollar where I used the robot. It was a very easy take profit on the second step, and I'm glad I recorded all of the examples. And something very interesting I want to show you from today is that with these 2 trades, the price nearly reached the stop loss. It basically touched the stop loss, but the trade was not closed, right with this candlestick over here. Okay, so I've entered once the price broke above the 100, but there was a retracement, and then the price continued in my favor. Once my balance was above the 10%, I closed the trades manually. So what potentially I could have done better here is to wait for the retracement and to use the moving average again. So I would enter in here and my stop loss would be lower. But if there was not such a retracement and the price just continued from that point higher, obviously I would miss the trade. And that's why I have a few different setups, and it's up to you which one you want to trade. And if I just show you my account, or that's the challenge, you will see that very steadily the equity went above the target of $20,000, and down below I have 3 trading days. All the rest is past, so tomorrow I'll open a small trade, 0.01, just to count it as a trading day, and this will complete all of the trading objectives. And below again you can see all of the trades that I've executed and some more statistics, which are not really important because I had a few trades, and with the scaling system I'm using, I passed the challenge pretty quickly. And as I've said, for me it works just easily when I combine the manual setups, the expert advisor, and the new one, especially the one I'm using on M1, and the scaling up system. Without pressure, I pass not just this challenge, but I pass prop firm challenges without any pressure. And right after I'm back from my holiday, I can show you that the 200,000 challenge was passed. All of the trading objectives are completed. I have also 4 minimum trading days. You can see that right in here. On the next day, as I said, I opened a small trade with 0.01 that ended on a small profit, but it didn't really matter because I opened that trade just to fulfill the minimum trading days. And I have received the login credentials for my verification phase, where I'll be using the very same thing, the FTMO Robot and some of my manual setups. I also prepared the PDF for you guys to show you how much I'm trading with the robot for the different accounts, but please don't take that as a piece of financial advice. It is my way of trading, so I stay within 1% loss if the EA hits the stop loss. So you can see that in the 200k I start with 6 slots, risking 2k, targeting 4, then I would increase it to 18, and then logically I should increase it to 54 to risk 18,000, target 36, but that would exceed the daily drawdown maximum allowed by the FTMO. That is why I placed in brackets the 27 lots, which would be about $9,000 of a loss, or it will be below 5%. Alright, very same thing for the 100,000, obviously twice as smaller as 200k. Then here I have for $10,000, I'll start with 0.3, then if the take profit is reached, I'll increase it to 0.9, and then again if it's reached, I will skip 2.7 because that would be risky to lose the account, and I would go for 1.35. I will put this PDF down below in the description, and if you want to get more information about the scaling up system, more of the robots that I use, and more PDFs, check out the FTMO course down below in the description with a coupon with the lowest price available on Udemy for you guys. Thanks so much. I hope this video was useful to you and it will help you pass challenges easier. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'm pretty happy to answer everyone, even sometimes I'm a little bit late. And before you go, check out this video on my site to see which robot I use after I get funded. As always, have a wonderful day, trade safe, and don't forget that I love you. Cheers!